friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Connie. I'm so glad you could join me today. In today's video, I am just doing some work around the house. We're going to start in the kitchen. I have some dishes that need to be done. I have a cauliflower side dish that I'm going to show you how to make if you're interested. We have a little bit of laundry to do. And I have a couple of things from the thrift store that I thought were really cute that I picked up yesterday that I wanted to share with you for Christmas. And also I will be adding my neighbor. He ended up getting his Modular put on to his foundation this morning. So if you guys are interested in seeing how they did that, make sure you stay tuned. I'm not sure what else is going to be happening today, but we will find out. So let's go ahead and get started. We are working in the kitchen. I have to get this cauliflower all cut up and made before it goes bad. I am making a side dish, a low carb side dish that I usually make. If you've never been here before, this is really good and it's very easy. So I'm getting this all cut up. My husband made ribs last night for dinner. We have some left, so that's what we're having tonight for leftovers. And I figured I just better get this cut up and taken care of before I lose it, because we don't want to waste any food around here. Not what the way the food prices are these days. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this cut up and we will move on to the next thing. Okay, I have it all cut up. The next thing I'm going to do is just cut it up in small bite-sized pieces. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit smaller on some of these. There we go, small bite-sized pieces. And then you just put your seasonings on it. I just use salt-free seasoning. It's like Mrs. Dash, if you've ever had that. But you choose whatever seasonings you want on it. And then I have EVOO. I'm going to put over the top of it. Hopefully. Another bottle. Yes, I do have more. If you don't have extra virgin olive oil, you can put melted butter over it. That's really good too. So you just put it all over it. Make sure your oven is preheated to 425 so we can get this roasted. That is the first step. So you season it, you put your EVOO over it or melted butter, and then you will pop it in the oven until it's roasted up. I put it on the bottom so it roasts quicker. All right. That's in the oven, ready to go. The next thing I'm going to do is work on my dishes. I made some cherry sugar-free Jello for dessert, so I'm just filling up these. Then I'm going to let them set, and then if I want something for dessert, I can grab this. And it's fairly healthy, it's sugar-free. Use the measuring cup so it doesn't make a big huge mess everywhere. Alright. And I'll just stick them in the refrigerator and let them set up. A really quick, fast, very cheap dessert for when you just want something to munch on while you're watching a movie. So there's that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is make the sauce for the cauliflower that's still in the oven. So that's going to require some cream cheese, some heavy whipping cream, and your choice of cheese. I have mozzarella cheese, most of, so that's what I am going to use. And you don't need a whole lot of sauce, just enough to cover. So I really don't do measurements, but I will try to give you something here to work with. So for this, I'm probably gonna do 4 ounces. Yeah, I'll do 4 ounces for this. You can adjust it to your taste. I already have this going, so it's heating up, and this will start melting as soon as I get it cut up. I'm going to cut it up in small pieces so it'll start melting quick. There we go. And you just start getting that melted in there. You don't want your flame too high. Just keep it low, because you don't want to burn this either. So I just keep stirring it. As you can see, it's already starting to melt. If you forgot to season your cauliflower, you can actually add the seasonings into this. You can also add butter if you want to, but between the heavy whipping cream and the cream cheese, there's plenty of fat. And then I'm just going to probably use, say, maybe a cup of heavy whipping cream. Just adjust it to your taste and how creamy you want it. Because once this all starts melting together, plus once the cauliflower comes back out, this is going to go over the cauliflower in a casserole dish and go back in for about 5 minutes to the oven. So it'll melt even more in there. But you want to try to get it as creamy as you possibly can. This is so good. It's my go-to for side. Since I don't eat potatoes all the time, I will eat them sometimes. But since for the most part, I don't eat potatoes, this is a really good substitute for that. Kind of works for macaroni and cheese too. Kind of a good substitute for macaroni and cheese. Of course, you don't have the pasta. I'm going to add the mozzarella cheese to it. And I'm just going to add just a handful in there. If I decide I want more, I can add it more on top when I put it back into the oven. And just kind of stir that around. And I am going to add a little bit of pepper. All right, that is pretty much done. Once it's all incorporated, just turn off the heat. My cauliflower is done. Then I'm just going to use this. I'm going to spray it so it doesn't stick in there. Yep, so you can see what I'm doing here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your cauliflower and you're going to just transfer it over into your dish here. Oops. Like that. Escaped. Going to pour your mixture over it. Like this. in there. And it will melt down in more, even more in the oven when it goes back in. It is so good, guys. So if you're low carb, even if you're not low carb and you like these ingredients, try it. And then come back and let me know what you think. And I'm just mixing it all in there. You see all the cheese in there. And this will last me 4 days, sometimes 5. And sometimes if we have, I'll have it with burgers, I'll have it as a side with anything. But if I decide that I don't want to have it this way, then I will add ground beef to it and just change it up just a bit. You know, experiment with it. There you go. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to put it back into the oven for about 5 minutes, just so everything melts a little bit more. And I just keep my oven on 470 or 425. I don't change the temperature. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, while we're waiting for that to get done, I'm going to go ahead and switch over my laundry. I have to fold clothes first. Okay, it is all done. It's browned a little bit on top. Oven can go off. And this is what it looks like when it's done. So good. Alright, it's 5 o'clock and it's already pitch black outside, so it's time to turn on some lights. I wanted to show you what I picked up yesterday. This is so pretty. We went to a thrift store, my husband and I went to a thrift store, and they're going out of business. This was only $2. I have to show you. I'm going to plug it in so you guys can see it. She only charged us $2 for it. Now it is broken here. I don't know what is supposed to go there, but for the most part, it lights up. Now at Christmas time, we do a village setup in our spare room, and I'm going to actually kind of add probably some snow or something to this, and we're going to add it to our village somehow. I thought that was so pretty, and actually it was $1.50 because she originally had it for $3, and everything she had was half off. So we only paid $1.50 for it. It's Thomas Kincaid. So I hope you guys can see this. It is so pretty. If you're interested in seeing how we put up our village, make sure that you subscribe, because my Christmas Decorate With Me will be starting to come out 2 days after Thanksgiving. So we'll be decking the halls around here. But I had to show you that. I thought it was so pretty. Are you guys excited about Christmas season? I am. I don't start decorating until after Thanksgiving because I still want to enjoy my fall decor, but I am very excited about starting to decorate for Christmas soon. So I hope you guys decide to join me because we are going to have a lot of fun. I promise you. I wanted to show this to you too. My husband and I picked this up a couple months ago, and I was going to sell it. Well, it doesn't work, unfortunately. He took it apart trying to fix it, and it's supposed to play music. The piano keys are supposed to move, and then the little mice are supposed to dance around. So since we couldn't get it to work, I am redecorating this up for Christmas as well. So I think that's going to be really cute. I think I have an idea of how I want to do it, but that's going to be a little craft project that I work on, because these mice come right out of there. They're just magnetized in there, and when it plays music, which it doesn't, they dance around. They're supposed to dance around. So unfortunately, he couldn't get it to work. I'm going to repurpose it, and we will see what it looks like when I'm done. All right, here is dinner. This is my cauliflower bake, sugar-free baked beans, and some ribs that my husband made last night. So this is going to be the end of this part of the video. If you guys are interested in seeing how they put the modular onto the foundation. Make sure you stay tuned. That will be up next. But as far as this portion of the video goes, that is all I have for you guys today. So I'm so glad that you joined me, and make sure that you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Okay, friends, my neighbor is having his modular put on the foundation today, and if you've never seen it done, we're gonna watch it today. I have never seen how they do this, so I am very curious. I'm in stealth mode in my garage, so let's watch this. All right, they have it strapped up, and they're getting ready to put the back piece on first. Here we go. It's in the air. That's the back part of the modular. Okay, they're hooking up the front part. That's off the ground now. Here we go. Yep. They're working on trying to get a level with the foundation, I believe. They're unhooking all the straps now. Now they just have to put the two pieces together. But that is how it's done. That is pretty cool. Very pretty house. I'll show it to you guys when it's all finished. I hope you enjoyed this part. I also wanted to let you know, even though I cut parts of it out, for the second piece that they just added, it took 9 minutes from them to move it off the ground onto the foundation. All right, friends, they're done for the day. So it looks like they got it together, and it looks really nice. You would never be able to tell that was modular. It looks like a house. It looks really nice.